Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Psychology Point. Today we will continue the chapter learning. This would be the part 3 of this chapter. In this we will talk about different types of learning, that is observational learning. Then will also cover in this video cognitive learning. Okay. Apart from this, concept learning has been deleted from your syllabus for this year. So that won't be included in this video. We will start up with observational learning. So let's begin. Observational learning, as you could see, was developed by Bandura and his colleagues. Observational learning, as the name indicates, when you see, you learn, isn't it? Most of our social learning, most of our social behavior is learned by watching others. Okay, that's why this type of learning is also called social learning. There are other names also of this learning, that is imitation. You just imitate, you copy someone and you learn. Okay, and then it is also called modeling, of course, that you copy others, that is modeling also. So there are various names of this type of learning. Any anything you are asked related to this, you have to write the same answer for it. Okay, now to explain this, I would be discussing with you one of the main experiment which was conducted by Bandura, that is called Boo doll experiment. First of all, I'll show you what type of doll is called Boo doll. This is Boo doll. So now we will continue the experiment on this doll which was conducted. I'm going to explain you, of course. Okay students, so now let us see this experiment of Boo doll which was done by Bandura. Here he has shown the film to the children. Okay, and in that film he has shown a boy who is showing aggression. Okay, and this film has three versions. Okay, the first version of the film showed that the child who is showing aggression is being rewarded. The next version shows that the child who is being aggressive is punished. And in the third version of the film, it is shown that the child is neither given punishment nor he is getting any reward when he is showing aggression towards this Bobo doll. Okay, then the subjects were called in and they were shown this film. Okay, now those children who had seen the first version, they copied the aggression. When they were next, after seeing the film, they had to report to the experimenter's room wherein various toys, including this Bobo doll, was kept. And when the children entered the room, when they had seen that aggressive behavior is being rewarded, they had copied that behavior. This is what is observational learning, isn't it? But see, observational learning is pointing out, we will see when we come over to the second version and third version, you will see that in the second version, the boy was punished. So those children who had seen the boy being punished, they had not shown the aggression. Now, see, they had seen the, they had already seen that we are going to copy whatever you had seen. This is what is observational learning talking about, as we discussed. But it is not the case. See, it depends on your performance, is going to be dependent upon whether you are given reward or punishment. Okay, you learned behavior. Okay, behavior is learned. Ki that the child is showing aggression, but it will be affected by what the child gets after that, what he has watched after that, whether the child was punished or whether he was rewarded. In the third version of the film, the child is shown, means the children are neither given a reward nor given punishment. So you see that there you would be finding little aggression in the children, wherein they have seen the film, but it was neither they had been given any reward for it nor they had been given any punishment. Okay. See, when you are watching my videos, before that or after that, please read your NCRT books also, so that you understand and you can relate what I had taught you. Okay, so this is what is observational learning. Now let's begin cognitive learning. Okay, so cognitive learning, as you can see on the board, see, cognitive learning focuses on the types of cognitive processes which are involved in learning. Not only concentration, but other processes are also involved, which cognitive learning talks about. Okay, in SR conditioning, SS conditioning, only the concentration association part is there. But in cognitive learning, we talk about various cognitive processes which help us to learn. Okay, now here, as you all have studied before, what are the examples of the cognitive processes or the mental processes, isn't it, children? That is like thinking is a mental process, problem solving, reasoning. So we'll be seeing how cognitive learning develops in the children, develops in any. Cognitive learning focuses on what what children are learning, okay, what they know already, rather than what the person does. Okay, I repeat, what they know, what the person knows, rather than what he does. The change which is brought about in his knowledge, rather than what he do. Okay. Now this type of learning is reflected in two types. That is, we are going to talk about insight learning and latent learning. Okay, so in insight learning, we will see how through the sudden flashes of light, a person learns something. Okay, here we would be discussing the experiment which was done by Kohler. Okay, Kohler, when I speak, I would like to know which type of psychologist he is. You had studied him before in the first chapter also, and you had studied its name in the fifth chapter also, which you must have done recently. Yes, I think some of you, I should see the comments before you listen further in the comment box. Okay, the I'm referring to Gestalt psychologist, isn't it? Kafka, Kohler, and Max Wertheimer. Now we will discuss the experiment of Kohler on chimpanzee, which will help us to understand how learning occurs through an insight. For this, students, let's see that he has taken an enclosed play area Okay, just like a cage you can take. And in this, he has locked one chimpanzee. Okay, and he has placed the food over here. That could be banana, his favorite food. As you know, chimpanzee loves food. Okay, so here is a chimpanzee. You can, I cannot draw a chimpanzee for you children. Okay, so here is chimpanzee. I will explain you the concept. See, in this, what is there is, in this cage, there are few boxes are kept like this. You can just imagine, visualize and then learn the experiment, understand, then you will be able to understand in a better way. So here imagine that some boxes are kept, okay, and certain poles are also kept. Certain poles are kept. Now chimpanzee keeps on, be there for in the cage for some time, and then he sees the banana. Okay, now he wants to take that banana, but he cannot come out of this cage or this enclosed area which he calls. Okay, so now he is either going to take the food by, what he did. He stood on this boxes and tried to move his hand out, but wasn't successful. Then after some time, he sat down. Okay, he is not getting any solution right now. And what happened? After some time, an idea came in his mind that if I am joining these two poles, many poles were kept, I had just explained you like that. Okay, he's tried these two poles together and then tried to pull up the banana and it came in his cage. Okay, so all of a sudden, he didn't learn this through trial and error, children. Don't get confused. Okay, he learned when an idea came in his mind. That is called insight learning. And you know what could be the benefits of insight learning, students? See, benefits could be that what you had learned today through an idea, okay, you can apply it later on, you can generalize it to the solution of the other problems in your life. Are you getting my point? Okay, so this is what is insight learning. Now we'll start up the latent learning. Okay, students, so now we are going to learn latent learning. Latent learning, the word latent, as you all must be knowing, the literal meaning of the word latent is hidden learning. And this learning was explained by Tolman, the psychologist Tolman. So he has explained us that uh, the learning is there, but it gets reflected only when it is reinforced. Okay, so let's see how Tolman has conducted his experiment. Okay, Tolman has taken up again a sort of a maze. He has taken a maze. Maze you all must be knowing, a bhool bhulaiya type which you have, and some of you must be having in your labs also. The maze learning experiment is also very common in most schools. So those who have in their labs can also see what is a maze. And I'll also put one picture also of the maze. Okay, puzzles which we solve about, like you would be seeing in the Dainik Jagran and all also, wherein you have to just come out of that way. You have to bring that cartoon which is placed to the, you have to show him the out of the way. Okay, so that is what is a maze. Now we would be seeing what Tolman did with maze and rats. Now he had used three groups of rats. Okay, and in different mazes also he has used for them. So here hungry rats were placed in this maze, and they had to learn the route to come out at a certain point where he has kept the food. Okay, so the rat started, moving about and started indulging in exploratory behavior. Children, when the rat is moving here and there in the box, he is engaged in the exploratory behavior. That is there any something to eat which he wants, as he has put the hungry rat over there. Okay, now when it took them many trials to learn that okay, this is the way, and here if we reach, then we will get the food. The other rat, in the other group of rats, he has placed the rats here, but he didn't provided them with any food. Okay, they were just kept busy in that maze, and they didn't came out. Okay, they didn't since the food was not given to them, so they didn't showed that they are learning some way out. But you would be finding that yes, they are learning. When they are there, they are showing exploratory behavior, they are indulging in exploratory behavior, but they are not coming out, or they're not showing that they had learnt it. Now how he found that? Now he has put the same group of rats over in the third maze. Okay, and then what he found was that these rats had learned the way to come out and take the food which now he has provided. Okay, now he has provided. Now they learned faster. This group of rat learned faster than this group of rats. Okay, this shows that the learning has been done by these rats also, but it was not shown until the behavior was reinforced. Okay, so for performance, the reinforcement is essential. And now, while all these rats were making cognitive maps in their mind of the route. Cognitive maps, children, are the are the mental images which one's make of the places which one visit. For example, you visit any new place, then your mind makes the mental image of it, like this is the starting point, here is the reception. Supposingly if I talk about this school, then the very first thing, little ground place is there, then the reception is there. So you are just making the map of it. Okay, so that you are able to reach when you are asked. Okay, so this is what is the meaning of cognitive map, and this is cognitive learning. Students, I tried my level best to explain you in a better way, and please do comment in the section. If anything is not clear to you, I'll explain you again whatever you will be asking me. And yes, children, I'm really thankful to the students who are watching my video. That gives me motivation. My subscribers have also increased. Now I'm having 260 subscribers, and moreover, apart from all this, I would like you, if you feel that my videos are good, please do like, subscribe and share it with your friends so that they can gain knowledge about the subject. Okay, thank you and have a nice weekend.